Whoa, that was a close one. We've all had those heart-stopping moments behind the wheel when we realize just how crucial basic car maintenance really is. What's up, drivers? Your favorite honest mechanic is back with a hard-hitting truth bomb. The average American is shelling out over $11,000 per year on car repairs and maintenance, according to AIEA. Insane, right? But here's the real kicker. Studies show that up to 60% of those costly repair bills are completely avoidable with just a little preventative maintenance TLC. Yup, you read that right. Thousands of dollars straight down the drain every year because most people simply don't know the simple upkeep secrets. Well, not on my watch. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain to reveal 15 must-know preventative maintenance tips that mechanics and dealerships aren't sharing. Use this insider knowledge and you could save yourself a fortune while extending your ride's lifespan for hundreds of thousands of trouble-free miles. If that sounds good to you, smash that like button and hit subscribe because we're just getting started. Tip number 1, skip the engine additive hype. Those fancy fuel system cleaners, engine oil additives, and injector purge potions, they're an outright scam designed to prey on your worries as a responsible car owner. Here's the deal. Today's gasoline formulas already contain superior detergent additives mandated by federal law, all designed to keep your fuel system flowing cleanly. Same goes for engine oils. They're packed with advanced chemicals and lubricants right out of the bottle to protect critical components and last way longer than old-school formulas. So ignore those boost and concentrated bottles on the shelf. You're just tossing away cash on a placebo. Tip number 2, reset maintenance lights yourself. That bright maintenance-required light glaring on your dashboard, it's often just a manufacturer pre-programmed mileage alert rather than a sign of serious mechanical issues. Many automakers set these to pop up every 15,000 miles or so as a not-so-subtle reminder to bring your ride into the dealership service center for some dollar sign maintenance. But don't be bamboozled. A quick check of your owner's manual shows you the proper way to simply reset that light yourself after routine services like oil changes. A few button pushes and you're golden without overpaying for a basic maintenance minder reset. Tip number 3, check tire pressures monthly. Keeping your tires properly inflated to the manufacturer's recommended PSI levels is one of the easiest ways to boost your fuel efficiency and save at the pump. Underinflated tires create excess drag that works your engine harder. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, you can improve your gas mileage by a whopping 3.3% simply by checking and adjusting your tire pressures at least once per month. Over the life of your car, that adds up to some serious savings. Tip number 4, forget coolant flushes. Usually, when was the last time your mechanic tried to upsell you on an essential coolant flush service for a few $100s? These expensive fluid flushes are usually an unnecessary preventative maintenance cash grab unless your vehicle is very old and has racked up serious mileage. Most modern vehicles can go well over 100,000 miles before requiring a cooling system flush when you change the coolant out. Newer coolants also contain additives that help extend their lifespan. Always check your owner's manual, but in general, avoid this overpriced upsell until you're nearing the 6-digit mileage mark. Tip number 5, replace air filters regularly. When was the last time you checked or changed your engine air filter? This often neglected component is crucial for your engine's performance and efficiency. A chronically clogged air filter restricts airflow, forcing your engine to work harder while reducing power and fuel economy. Most car makers recommend swapping your air filter every 12,000 to 15,000 miles under normal driving conditions. If you rack up lots of city miles or drive on dusty roads regularly, try to inspect the filter every 6 months and replace it sooner. Tip number 6, avoid overfilling the gas tank. We've all tried to squeeze in those last few drops when filling up at the gas pump, but topping off your tank past the automatic click-off can cause gas to get trapped in the vapor recovery system lines. That's bad news, as liquid gasoline will quickly degrade those crucial vapor hoses and carbon filter canisters over time. Those vapors can also escape into the environment, wasting fuel and money while polluting the air we breathe. The fix is simple. Stop squeezing that handle after the pump clicks off. That's your sign the tank is full. Walk away and you'll protect your car's smog controls from premature failure. Tip number 7, use fuel injector cleaner. If your car is getting up there in years and miles, or if you're running lower quality fuel formulas, plan on using a fuel injector cleaning additive regularly. As injectors get dirty and clogged over time, your engine loses power, efficiency, and you can experience rough idling or even stalling. For older vehicles burning basic 87 octane, use an injector cleaner treatment every 1,000 to 3,000 miles. If you're driving a modern ride on premium top-tier fuel formulas, those robust detergent additives mean you can go longer between cleanings. I'd recommend a preservative treatment around every 7,500 to 10,000 miles. Tip number 8, buy fresh batteries. That car battery sitting on the shelf at the auto parts store, for who knows how long, it's got an invisible countdown clock ticking the second it leaves the factory. You see, these lead-acid batteries start losing their effective lifespan from the moment they get filled with acid and charged up. That's why it's so important to always check the shipping and manufacturing date codes when buying a replacement battery. I recommend going for the freshest stock available, ideally less than 6 months from the pack date. Passing on the dusty old stock means your new battery will achieve its full 3 to 5 year expected lifespan before needing replacement again. Tip number 9, inspect belts and hoses. While you're under the hood checking other stuff like the air filter, be sure to give your engine's serpentine belt and coolant hoses a close inspection. Look for cracks, glazing, or any other visible damage that could point to impending failure down the road. These rubber components are under constant assault from heat, oils, and caustic fluids that drastically reduce their expected lifespan. Replacing a worn serpentine belt or radiator hose is an easy, affordable repair for any DIYer. But leaving problems unchecked can cause the belt to snap or a hose to burst, quickly leading to overheating, loss of accessories like steering and charging, and even potential engine damage or failure. Tip number 10, don't neglect brake fluid. Your car's brake system, hydraulic fluid, is one of the most overlooked maintenance items, but it's also one of the most critical for safety. Over time, that fluid starts absorbing and dissolving moisture, drastically lowering its boiling point and creating a dangerous situation where vapors can form in the lines. When this happens, you get that scary, spongy, fading brake pedal feel that makes stopping distances vastly longer. Not good. Plan on having your vehicle's brake fluid completely flushed and replaced every 2 to 3 years to avoid moisture contamination issues. Tip number 11, top off coolant for warm heat. If your car's heater is blowing lukewarm or just plain cold air this winter, there's a good chance you're simply low on engine coolant fluid. You see, the heater core works by circulating hot coolant through a tiny radiator-like unit inside to provide cabin heat. When the coolant gets low, there's no hot liquid to travel through that core. So next time your defroster leaves you shivering, don't panic and start pricing out new heater cores or blower motors. First, check coolant levels and top them off if necessary. This simple step has instantly fixed the heater for thousands of drivers before they went broke replacing parts they didn't need. Tip number 12, check power steering fluid. Having trouble turning that steering wheel lately, like your power assist isn't working as well? Chances are your power steering fluid level is getting low, and that's putting extra strain on your pump. Here's why. That power steering pump is a high-precision hydraulic device that relies on a constant flow of special fluid to create the boost that makes turning your wheel nearly effortless. When fluid runs low due to leaks or just getting older, the pump has to work overtime, which causes it to wear out much faster and potentially fail. So next time your steering feels extra tight on turns, hit the dipstick and top up that fluid level if it's reading low. $5 worth of fluid now could save you hundreds or even over 1,000 if that pump has to get replaced. Tip number 13, replace wipers annually. We've all experienced those finger-scratching showers when worn-out wiper blades just smear water across your windshield instead of clearing it. Talk about a safety hazard. That's why it's so important to develop the habit of replacing your wiper blades every 6 to 12 months. Those rubber wipers endure intense heat, cold, bright sunlight, ice, and debris that slowly degrades their material until they're streaking your vision instead of sweeping it clean. For less than $20 per year, swapping in fresh blades keeps you driving with maximum visibility through any storm. Tip number 14, rotate and balance tires. Has it been a while since your tires have been removed for a good rotation and balance? Even the most durable, longest-lasting tires won't achieve their full rated tread life if the wheels aren't maintained properly. Here's why. Front tires wear down much faster than rears due to the extra load and friction from steering. Not rotating regularly leads to premature wear, with some bald spots developing faster than others. Same goes for wheel balancing. Those small weights help tires roll smoothly and evenly to maximize tread life. Once those fall off or get knocked loose, your tires will start cupping and wearing with hot spots until they're bald in some areas. By having your tires rotated and balanced every 5,000 to 8,000 miles, you'll equalize wear across all 4 tires for maximum lifespan. On many cars, this simple service is less than $50, but could save you over $600 in replacing irregularly worn tires too soon. Tip number 15, use OEM parts when possible. On the surface, that aftermarket or discount parts store might seem like a bargain for brakes, batteries, hoses, belts, and more. But remember, you very often get what you pay for when it comes to replacement parts. Automakers design and engineer parts to exacting standards that meet or exceed specifications to ensure reliable, consistent performance and longevity. Going with generic, cheaply made knockoffs that don't meet those material and manufacturing standards can mean shorter replacement lifespan, more headaches, and in some cases, potential safety compromises if they aren't engineered correctly. While OEM parts from the dealership or an authorized seller may cost a bit more upfront, they virtually always last longer while providing peace of mind and reduced maintenance intervals over the long haul. So skip the $20 brake pads. You'll likely just have to turn around and replace them again in a year. There you have it, folks. 15 preventative maintenance tips that could literally save you thousands per year in avoidable repairs and breakdowns. Using this kind of wisdom is the path to boss-level car ownership and operation. If you're finding value in advice like this, do me a favor and smash that like button to show your support. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for fresh, weekly doses of money-saving car wisdom. We're not just mechanics here. We're your guides to making the absolute most out of your automotive investment. Stay tuned for plenty more hard-hitting tips coming your way on the road ahead.